Okay, welcome back to the compound. Alright, let's skip all that other stuff. Alright. New fuel tank. Okay, from a few months back. Alright. Another fuel pump. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Are we up to speed here? Okay. Another fuel tank. New fuel tank. One it's been tested. There's no holes in it. Okay. Alright. Got another fuel pump in here. I have the new one, which I removed, but I took the other one out of that red truck right there, and I installed it in here. I bought new rubber lines to like reconnect it because, you know, dummy me, I cut all the lines when it turns out it was just a fuse. Okay, the contacts on the fuse. The fuse wasn't even blown. Yeah. Gas tank, nearly completely empty. I put 2 gallons in. Just 2. Okay. Alright. Are you guys with me so far? I don't know how well the camera shows, but look at this gas. See, I got a bottle attached to the line. I'm activating the relay by pressing on it. Look at that fuel. Look at this fuel. Alright. Any of you guys know anything about gasoline? It's not supposed to be that color. And look at that brown stuff at the bottom. That brown stuff at the bottom is water. Where did the water come from? So this gasoline has got water suspended in it. Okay, fresh gasoline. And before I poured the fresh gasoline in here, I poured it into a little bottle just to check on it. Okay, make sure I didn't get bad fuel. Okay, I gotta vet everything out. Alright, see how much more is settling out now? Look at that. Isn't that incredible? Alright, I poured some into a bottle and it was perfectly fine. Perfect gasoline. I come back here today to go and work on this vehicle. Now I'm pumping the gas back out, just checking on it, you know, being my paranoid self, before I, you know, run it through the system. I blew out the lines, okay? Got a little air compressor. I blew out the lines. Check the fuel filter, and for some reason we have water in the tank. Where'd the water come from? I can't run this truck on this. You have no idea how pissed off I am. I mean, I cannot make money with one truck, okay? All I do is tread water, okay? I can't do it. All the other scrappers are able to make money, but... Yeah, okay, alright. You're living in your truck practically all day long in a pickup truck. I want to at least be able to have a halfway. I can't. Okay, we go back around in circles. Maybe it's like you guys like thinking like I'm going to eventually hear myself talk, but I can't live a normal, quote, normal life because of where I live. I can't park my truck and leave my stuff at my house. Can't do it. Scrapping is a home-based business, but for some ungodly reason I cannot, like everybody else, can't operate out of my house. Look at that. Okay, so I deliberately only put 2 gallons of fuel in here because my paranoid self says, well, I put 5 gallons in there because if you put 5 gallons in there, you'll have 5 gallons of this. If you put 10 gallons, you'll have 10 gallons of this. So I put 2 gallons in there. Fresh gas tank, okay? It's not the old one that was all rusted out. Fresh gas tank. What makes me mad is that fuse, even though it's good, the contacts were bad. Okay, and I tore apart everything when I didn't need to. I could have left the fuel pump alone. Could have left everything alone. But that doesn't answer this question. This fuel problem right here. There's no hole. It didn't rain. Okay. It hasn't rained for days. What is this stuff? Maybe you got bad gas with it. No? Were you listening? I got the 2 gallons of gas in a gas can, and I poured some of it into a plastic bottle, just checking on it, and it was nice and clear. Because the gasoline, normally unleaded, regular gasoline is basically fairly clear. Not lemonade looking like this. Now, if I let this settle out all night, you would find quite a bit of... See how they're still getting suspended material inside there. So how well is this truck going to run like that? It's not. Go put it in your Dodge. No. Sorry. Put it in a lawnmower or something. Actually, make the lawnmower stop running. Go get a fuel additive. I think this is actually beyond any kind of fuel additive, you know, to take the water out. There's just too much in here. There's just like way too much in here. So basically, what size gas can is this? One gallon. So I got 2 gallons. That's only about 1/3 full so far. Why don't you get a hose up to there? I don't have one. Otherwise, I guess I would. I guess it would be a lot easier, right? Maybe that's what I'll do. Find like a hose or something. Connect it up to it. Put it in a gas can and get some fresh gas and pump that through and see if it becomes clear. I mean, there is nothing else I'm going to be able to do. I'm so sick and tired of this crap. No, I really am. Freaking had it. Unconnect everything. Disconnect that. Unfreaking believable. Unbelievable. I mean, like, why? Why has it got to be like this? Okay, here we go. This is the gas container. It's a 2-gallon can that I had put the fuel in. Okay. So, let's get the bottle. A little bit settled at the bottom. Maybe a couple of drops. All right. I'm just doing this for a sampling. This is what gasoline is supposed to look like. Okay? Nearly crystal clear, actually. Not the yellow stuff that's coming out of my truck right now. Unfreaking believable. You have no idea how I can't even explain how mad I am right now. I honestly can't. I get up every day and I try and I get nowhere. It doesn't matter what I do, what lever I move on the machine of life. Okay, I get nowhere. That's because you're doing the same thing over and over. I'm not the smartest guy on the planet. Yes, you are. You ought to play yourself. No, I'm not really the smartest guy on the planet. I don't know a lot. I know a lot of useless facts and crap, but that's for shit. I've had plenty of jobs in my life, and they don't last because the employer doesn't like my performance. You could work at Walmart. Yeah, I know, right? $10 an hour, $11 an hour, whatever. No, thank you. I'd be a multi-millionaire if nobody ever fucked with me. That's because you got it. No, it's mine. Leave it alone. Right? No, people don't understand that, or they don't care. Yeah, so, whatever. Here's what it is. Ha ha! He's so poor, he's screwing around. Ha ha ha! He'll figure it out. Ha ha ha! No, I won't figure it out, so screw you. That's what I say. Just want the damn thing to run, you know? Guess that's too much to ask. One truck running, that's it. That's it. Okay, so one truck running does not work. Okay, does not get the job done. I can't just be here and add like a little bit of material. I was like working on it, you know, instead of leaving it on the ground like that. Hey, I'm ready to go to the yard with my rotors and my little bit of wire or whatever. You know, nope, gotta put it on the ground. You can put it in a bin. Okay, I got stuff in a bin. That's not on a truck. Needs wheels. Well, you can get trailers. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, trailer. Yep. This guy wants $1,000 for this trailer right here. Do you think the transmission on that thing that slips a little bit is going to be able to handle something this heavy? Besides, it needs a bumper. And I've gone on the internet using my phone, and bumpers for that new are a couple $100 at least. Can't find any at a junkyard. They're all out. So this big heavy duty thing the guy wants $1,000 for. This is no lightweight. This sucker is heavy as heck. So you think that turd right there could yank this thing around town? I don't think so. The guy that owns this thing has got a diesel Ford truck. Okay. Think that white GMC could do it? No. Yeah, sure, it could pull it around, but you'd have to like really feather the gas pedal because you got something heavy you're pulling along with. Okay, there were 3 gas tanks here before. Oh, there's this other one. Guess the guy wants me to get rid of these. Told him the only way I can get rid of them is if there's an opening on one side somewhere. Whatever. $1,000 for this thing. It's not a bad deal. Alright. The problem is I don't have anything to pull it around with, and I don't have money. You could, if you sold your junk for $100, yeah. Okay. That doesn't even pay for the trailer, let alone something to go and pull it along around town with. Plus, there's bills to pay every day, so, you got that. My son, Dad, people want to see character development. They don't want to have to see the same thing over and over again. Well, you know what? If you can't get a damn thing running, because people got to fuck with it, well then, there can't be any character development. Why don't you just get your own? Why don't you get land? Like they're handing out land, Why don't you get yourself a place in the country? Okay, well, hey, I'm out in the country, out in the trees. What am I going to do now? I got to go 50 miles to go find some scraps that I could go drag to my house. Look what I got. Yeah, that don't work. Unfortunately, the way that this industry works is if you're close to a population center or something, where you could have easy access to scraps, and the scrapyard isn't ridiculously far away. Because the further you travel, the more fuel you use, the more time out of your day. What about the timing? I know, right? There is no answers. I'm not looking for any answers anyway, because there aren't any. That's just, you can sit back, relax, laugh at my poverty. Why are you making these videos? Just so you can sit back, relax, and have a good chuckle, actually. To be honest, I mean, why not let people have a good laugh at it, if nothing else. I mean, I could just spend my entire life being completely pissed off, or let people just have a good chuckle at me. They're laughing at you at your expense. Oh well, right? Expense. It's not costing me anything. Character development. No, I'm not going to end up. You already made up your mind. Yeah, no, not really. Not going to be successful. It's not for a lack of not trying. It's just the way it is. You either have to accept it or be perpetually pissed off about it. So I accept my poverty. You have to like put your mind in a way where you don't give two shits anymore. Because if you like, we're all like wound up about it. You would lose your mind. You lost your mind already, King. Yeah, well, I think I told you like a long time ago, like when I was in grade school, this is what my desk looked like. You know, like how you could put papers in your desk. My desk was like this. This is my mind. My mind is like that. It's just in a shambles. And then when shit like this happens, sorry I'm swearing in this video. Oh well. When shit like this happens, I mean, it sets me back. Ha! Look at him go running around in circles. Ha! You know, I've been set back all my life. I flunked kindergarten and I flunked first grade. How do you flunk kindergarten? I don't know. The parents put me in school too early, actually. So I wasn't ready for school, really. I never was ready for school, but then when I was in first grade, I flunked again. I didn't do any schoolwork. Like, in first grade, I did no schoolwork whatsoever. I did nothing. The teacher used to send home memos. Martin continuously sits there and ignores, you know, so they try and use, like, the old tactic of peer pressure. You know, get other kids to laugh at you. You know, like, jeez. I learned early on to, like, ignore that pretty much. That makes a psychopath. No, not really. Just, I don't care. I guess this guy put this over here for me to take it. I don't know why else they would put it here. Well, I guess I'll have to cut that in half or something. Ooh, I almost tripped over that. The shoes are too big. They're one size too big. They're 12s. I want that light thing off there. Yep. So I've been screwing around with that truck for the longest time. And look where I'm at. Nowhere. Abso-freaking-lutely nowhere. Now I gotta purge all the gas out of that and put new gas in it and see what happens. You know, without multiple vehicles going, I cannot make money doing this. Oh, okay, I could get money, okay, but it's just enough to get by, to pay the rent, to put gas in the vehicle, to pay the mortgage. It's just enough. It's not enough to get the house paid off, so I don't have to do any of this shit anymore. Just want to be able to walk away from it. like a long time ago, that was my mindset. Like when I was in my late 20s and I had a condominium, you know, when I was married, I worked for my wife's uncle at a body shop, and I fixed and sold cars, and I had that condo paid off in 2 years. And for about 6 months there, I had no mortgage. You still have bills? Yeah, no, you can't ever get rid. I wish you could get rid of all of them, but I get rid of the biggie. Okay, that's been my life's dream. I achieved that twice, and it only lasted for 6 months at a time. And I was like, we need to fix the house up. That was the wife. So she got some shit loan on a crap ass house that got torn down by the government. No, actually, I was forced to tear it down, but. And then we had to move all the way out here to this hellhole. There's no way I was going to buy another house in Oak Lawn and go through the same shit again. Have the government condemn the house. Forget about it. Which in hindsight, you know, I should have hired a lawyer, but then I hired a lawyer with what? They want money. Didn't have any. So I came out here at a house that was like $220,000. Oh, poor king. Yeah, well, you know, if you're a garbage picker, you know, and you got a note that big, and you only got 10 grand down on it. Yeah, that's a daunting task. So, yeah, from the time I was in my late 20s, I wanted no mortgage. I wanted the place where I was living in paid off. Sure, you got bills, you got electric, you got taxes and all that, but I just wanted the place paid off, so I didn't have to. I mean, if I wanted to work hard, I could, but I didn't have to. But for some reason, that wasn't God's plan, I guess. Sorry to drag God into it. Actually, you know, who else are you going to blame, right? Not blaming. Actually, it's other people getting involved in my own crap. Like my bitch sister-in-law. That's the piece of shit that was friends with a village trustee and had the house torn down. His house is a piece of crap. I'm scared for the family. Screw you. Karma has not gotten to her for some reason. If it does, it does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. And yes, the papers have returned to the dashboard. There's more on the dashboard than ever before, actually. Unfortunately. I just gonna get out of here and stop bitching. I mean, who the heck wants to listen to a stranger? That's me. A stranger bitching about his life. But I tried to put in video, in full view of the world, exactly what I'm going through. Like with that. Exactly like what happened. What happened, kids? Okay, there's water in the gas tank. How did that get in there? Alright? It's a new gas tank and it doesn't have any leaks. Okay? Put a locking gas cap on there. Yeah, you know what? I did. And in the previous video, okay, I think I showed you what happened to somebody pried off That's right, somebody pried off the locking gas cap that I installed. Somebody had pried off. Okay, so I found a different one, but it didn't fit. So I pried off the one that somebody else put on that I didn't have a key for. So I had to get like a channel lock and bust off the lock. And, well, now we're back to a non-locking gas cap. Do I make sense? Do you understand? Okay, I put a locking gas cap on here. Okay, somebody took the locking gas cap off. Okay, and then they put their own locking gas cap on. I went to go and remove it, thinking it was mine still. I couldn't get the key in. I had to go and bust off that lock so I could get gasoline into the tank. Are we making sense? People probably still can't understand what I meant and what I said, but because you probably never heard of such crap before. Somebody doesn't want you. Okay, well, leave a note. Pen a note. I don't want you here. Okay, pen the note and tape it on the car and then sign your name. No, people are too pussies. They're too much of a pussy to go and do something like sign the name or come up to me and let's fight. That's another thing. The king has never been on a 1-on-1 fight without an audience, like just out in the middle of nowhere, 1-on-1. Okay, fists. All right, never been in a kind of fight like that. It's always been like, 20 people over there against me, or 3 people ganging up on me. Everybody's out to get Marty. No, I never. And people do shit. Okay, they don't come up to me and present to me their problem. Instead, they like look out the window. Kind of like what Mr. Scrapperty does. He peeks out the window for the sales. He's like peeking out the window. Wagon sale complete. Well, that's what the bitch next door does. Stares out the window. Okay. Doesn't come up to me and say, I don't like the color of your begonias. I don't like the color of your Ford Escape. Could you get a purple one? I don't like the green one. I think your grass is about 2 inches too long. Do you think you could cut it today? What are you, my master? I'm your slave? King, it sounds like you hate society. No, only a few people, actually. They think that they could lord over your life. And they do a good job of it, too. That's because you let them. No, I don't let them. There's only so much you can do, though. And all this ranting and raving because, because I have a perfectly good running truck that I've put a lot of time into. It's been tampered with over and over again. So it's almost to the point now where even if I fix it, I don't trust it. I don't know. I don't trust it running. Does that make sense? Even, actually, I don't think that makes sense anyway. Why don't you just get another truck? God, how much is that going to cost me? I guess this guy's got some scraps. Put out. Oh, this thing is really rusted out. It's worse than my car. No, that's enough ranting. Like my Christmas lights for license plate light. I don't even know if I'm going to get any scrap out tomorrow, because I have to work on my wife's car. The parts I got from O'Reilly's, they completely went kaput. See you in the next video. Sorry about all the griping. You're always complaining. Yeah? Well, I got something to complain about.